a textbook here they call Calculus for the Life Sciences by Greenwell, Ritchie, and Lyle. And interesting cover. Obviously, eagle, life sciences, organisms, animals. Don't really quite understand this circle. So just pretty cool. And obviously, this is Calculus for the Life Sciences. Maybe a calculus book you haven't seen before. It's not your typical pure math calculus book. It is a book heavy with applications to the life sciences, and that's why I got it. And in fact, you'll see that many of my videos up to this point have been life science based applications, and they were pulled directly from this book, and I really enjoyed working on those problems. They didn't have all of the answers written out for those problems. I had to figure them out and then match them to the solutions in the back of the book. And so, yeah, this is a really good book. It's nice and clean and concise. There's not, with these type of books, you can always risk having too much information, which I dislike, but this book does not do that, so it's great in that regard. Copyright is 2003, so it's a bit older, so a lot of the examples are older, but nonetheless get the job done. And so if we look at the table of contents, we have an algebra reference, so all of your major algebra topics that you would study and learn, you can review them before beginning calculus. Also talks about functions. And I've worked through almost everything in here, with the exception of some of the stuff in the back, like matrices I haven't worked through from this book, differential equations, probability and calculus, and or special topics like sequences and discrete systems. So yeah, and then it goes into exponential, logarithmic, and trigonometric functions. Always useful to have information on that. It starts with the derivative, the calculating the derivative, graphs and the derivative, applications of the derivative, then it jumps to integration, further techniques and applications of integration, multivariable calculus, matrices, differential equations, probability calculus, and so on. We already went through those. And so, like I said, this is a very clean and concise book, which I love. Not too many examples, but the ones that they provide get the job done. Just enough information to really understand the concept. Maybe if you're looking for something deeper with pure mathematics, obviously one of the other calculus books for math majors would be sufficient. But I just love the applications in here. So what I would do is I would go straight to the problems in the book. And it's after each section there's problems with life science applications. And so I would pick usually one odd number problem and work through it, see if I can get the solution. If I did, then that means I can show my work and make a video on the topic. And so it would combine biology or medicine and, of course, calculus, so mathematical biology. And I really enjoyed working through this entire book. For example, splenic artery resistance sounds very fascinating to me, to be honest. Blood flow to the fetal spleen is of research interest because several diseases are associated with increased resistance in the splenic artery, the artery that goes to the spleen. Researchers have found that the index of splenic artery resistance in the fetus can be described by this function here, where X is the number of weeks of gestation. And obviously they have footnotes for many of these. I tried to stick to ones that had footnotes because then it was reliable. And so here we have the star, Abu Mahmad, AZ, Doppler flow, velocimetry of the splenic artery in the human fetus. Is it a marker of chronic hypoxia? And so I would work through that problem, see if I could find a solution. If I could, I would pull up the study, read some of the contents of the study, and then I would post a video on it. And that's what I've done for the last several videos I've done, if you want to check those out. But yeah, this is calculus for the life sciences. Makes it, I think, learning calculus more fun when you can apply it. Not everybody is like that. Some people are pure mathematicians and they love the theorem side, but for me, I like seeing my math in action. And so with that, we'll see you in the next video.